Hi, my name is Alexandra Ruiz. I am a second year student here at Michigan State. I am studying criminal justice with a double major in law. I am originally from Florida. My background is Hispanic American. And I decided to interview two different persons for this activity. I decided to do a person who's an international exchange student for the fall semester. He is from Japan. His major is actually doing a second language in English. And then my other person was a Dominican, and his major is engineering, mechanic engineering.
And I'm Amelia, and I'm a junior here, and my major is child development and elementary education. And I got to know Luis, and he's from the Dominican Republic, and he's here at MSU, and he's a junior as well, and his major is math. And he's actually here because he got a scholarship from back home to come to college here.
And hello, my name is Donovan Wilson. I'm a junior here at Michigan State. My major is hospitality business, and the person I chose to interview was Ulises Cruz. He's originally from Mexico, but now he lives in Detroit, and he goes here currently to Michigan State. He's a junior here, accounting major, and I picked him because he's one of the people I know on campus with a very diverse background, who has a very different outlook on life.
Okay. For metacognition strategies, with mine, we actually did an activity where we were together interacting. We just simply had a conversation that lasted about 2 hours, and during it, one of the things that pointed out was that he really struggles with language, so he tends to practice his R's. Since he's from Japan, he has a very strong accent, he cannot pronounce them, so we decided to just practice and have conversations, and we practice on the R's, and he actually struggles a lot, but he tends to try to overcome it by practicing and looking at others.
And with Luis, what really helped him learn was just reading the textbooks over after class, and like going online and getting the lecture slides and looking those over, and doing extra homework and extra practice, and that really helped him do well in his classes.
Yeah, another thing that my person actually taught me was that he other than going to office hours, he also makes study groups with people who's in his class, so he can be with the people that know it just like him, or going through the process just like him, who won't understand it or do understand it just like him, so he won't feel alone or feel by himself or feel sad whenever he don't get something. So that's one reason that keeps him up and keep him ready to go in each class and each day.
One of the motivation were family and friends, and the fact that there's other individuals who are able to master the English language, so he tries to look up to them and know that one day he will be able to get in their level and not be able to struggle with accent and how words are pronounced, and having difficulty trying to understand someone and actually give a conversation with someone, and not that the person does not understand them at all. So he tries to practice as well as look up to the others, so he can be motivated in order to master the English language.
What motivated Luis was grades mostly. He wanted to do well in school because he just wanted to get good grades to prove that his scholarship was really worth it all, and like get a good education so that it looks good on his resume for the future.
A huge motivator in my person's life was family, friends, and money, really. So that's one thing that he told me that he really wanted. So he said he came to college so he can get a better job, he could progress his family, and so he can help his family do better, and so his family has somebody to look up to, so his family will still come to college, and he won't be the last person from his family to come to college, and everybody can keep progressing, and his whole family can uplift each other and become a better unit as one.
For a new thought was that while I was entering the two people from different backgrounds, I noticed that one of the main things that we had in common was that they actually think that American students do not go up and approach international students, whether it's friend-wise or have a simple conversation, get directions. But I as an American student, thought they do not interact, but go figure, we actually thought the opposite, and none of it is true. It just depends how motivated you are to open up and get to know another person's culture, how they come, their living style, and so doing that, I ended up learning a lot about the Japanese background and the Dominican Republic, which is actually similar to my Hispanic background. We have a little bit of different items in between here and there, but overall we share a lot of different aspects and similar aspects when it comes to interacting with people.
And a new idea I learned from Luis was that people from other countries really want to come to school in America and get a really good education, because getting a degree here for university will help them more in the future than if they got a college degree back home. So I just think that we all take our education here for granted sometimes, and not a lot of people in other countries get a good education like we do.
Yeah, another thing is the goals that we have. Like, also I have high goals of graduating and making a lot of money. So that's one thing I realized. Like, you could be from different cultures or different backgrounds, different ethnicities, and even though you come from these different backgrounds, y'all can still have the same goals. Y'all can still go through the same problems. Y'all still have the same struggles. So that's one big thing that I found out in these interactions, that the guy I interviewed, Ulises Cruz, he actually went through a lot of problems similar to me, or went through a lot of struggles similar to me. So that was really touching to my heart.
For implications, one of the aspects of my people were that they tend to learn better with hands-on experience, and it actually does make it better. It's better than just having a PowerPoint up and reading notes yourself. It's just like you're able to feel it and get first-hand experience off of it. And I'm actually the same. I prefer hands-on experience than reading a whole book or reading a chapter and asking questions. It just gives us a better perspective of what material we're trying to learn overall, whether it's a basic writing a book or learning how to cook something, or just overall anything, period. Hands-on experience just gives us a better review of what we've learned or we're actually trying to learn.
What Luis helped me understand was that having technology and like having slides and like notes, or like just contacting professors or teachers like easily available through technology, it makes a huge difference for him, because he said back home, like many schools didn't even have computers and stuff. So he thinks that technology is a huge thing that helps learning.
Yeah, another thing is caring about the student, actually caring about the student, and also making a connection with the students. Because if you care about the student and make a connection with them, they'll want to do your work just as much as you want them to do your work. So, I mean, making a connection with the student and just teaching them how to work and what to do in like each phase and each step, and taking it through them step by step each time. I mean, I believe that really helps and builds a relationship with your students, and helps you become a better teacher and helps them become a better student. So I believe that's one huge reason why I think you need to make connections and actually care about your students. So that's one implication I make with this group project. And that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.